What if Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker had an anime opening that kicks in when you play the game the first time? That sounds freaking ridiculous, right? Which is exactly why we had to try this. As some of you may know, me and my friend Husky by the Gig wrote a boss theme version of the Endwalker theme and showed it to the composer Masayoshi Soken, who freaking loved it. But this time we decided to go beyond what we normally do, and we wrote an anime song inspired by Final Fantasy XIV. So here's how we did it. The first thing that happened, Husky sent me this amazing guitar anime intro. That then goes to the Amorous melody that we all love. That's so emotional. With the clean guitars. Like, already I was like, I'm sold on the idea of making this anime. When I heard Husky use the Amorous melody, I was like, man, wouldn't it be amazing if this track used several melodies from the original game to represent the story of Final Fantasy XIV up until Endwalker? So I was like, we need to do that with vocals as well. So I added some vocals of me singing the Amorous melody. So something like this.
Faded reverie, our path is winding. Jaded memories, tempered in sorrow.
Now, one fun thing about these vocals, which are pretty much everywhere in the song, is that I'm not a vocalist and I'm not a lyricist. I'm a composer. So I basically wrote all the vocal lines and all the harmonization, all the stuff. But then I asked the help of my friend Denmo Mcstronghuge to write the lyrics. He basically created the whole story of the track by creating incredible lyrics based on the game. And then there's also Studio Nintendo, another friend of mine, who's a singer and multi-instrumentalist, who helped me sing in these songs. So we have my sort of clean voice, which is like Heidelane, you know, more gentle and stuff. And then we have a more edgy voice, which is Nick, Zodiac.
Silence breaking, our friendships binding.
And it kind of culminates with both of us singing high notes here at the end of this passage. Now, it would not be an anime opening without cheesy lyrics, so we have something like this.
Our hearts we hold unto the sky.
Honestly, I freaking love those harmonies, and Nick really freaking killed it. Anyway, in the climax, Husky decided to go to town with the Endwalker melody on his guitars. Love it, with the drums and everything. And I was like, okay, how the hell can I write some vocals that stand the sense of power of the Endwalker melody played by Husky's guitars? After scratching my head for a while, the only answer was to write something that sounded huge in terms of harmonies and also kind of rhythmic. So we have this.
Our solid echoes tumbling, our bloody back is crumbling down.
And the second half of the chorus does this.
How will we fall to embers?
Goes even higher.
But we will always remember.
Those are wonderful lyrics by Denmo, in which he's basically referencing the tragedy of the Amorous people and also referencing our promise to Emmet Sulk. We will always remember. Like, this sort of stuff, coupled with the music and everything, and me and Nick going high with the notes, is just...
How will we fall to embers? But we will always remember.
This is so freaking huge and amazingly epic, but we want to go plus ultra here. Reach a level of epicness that is actually freaking stupid. So basically, after the shouts, we added something like 5 layers of harmonies each to respond to the shouting vocals of the chorus. So they go something like this.
Remember, remember us and soldier.
The whole point is to make you feel elated and like, wow, so freaking powerful. That's the whole vibe we're going for. And what I love so much about these vocals that makes me go like, oh my God, this is freaking amazing, is that shouting voice there sounds like it's the protagonist singing. We will always remember. And then there's this harmonic choir that responds to that with remember us and soldier on. That sounds like the Amorous people and all the people we left behind in our journey are responding to that. So it's this conversation between characters that Denmo probably thought about while he was writing the lyrics. And I thought about probably when I was writing the vocal lines, but just this wonderful collaboration brought about so many ideas that are so synergetic in a way that blows my freaking mind. After that, there's this outro that Husky wrote with very rhythmic guitars, which sounds amazing. God, and I love this. Like that's a Final Fantasy reference right there. Ba 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 ba. All the old Final Fantasy battle themes started with that riff. We decided to again accompany this with vocals that are freaking epic, so we wrote something like this to make it like a second. I love that. That's sort of like a modulation. We did like a major modulation there at the end with the vocals. But we decided to go ham with the Final Fantasy XIV references by adding a Shadowbringer reference that goes together with the main vocals, which is... Adding those "we fall" shouts was Denmo's idea, and oh my god, what a wonderful idea that was, because it adds a lot to this passage, makes it even more uplifting. My absolute favorite thing is how much we stacked this passage. So for example, there's several me shouting "we fall." There's this. We fall. There's this. We fall. This. We fall. And then at the end, I decided to go the highest I could go and did. When you hear it in context of the whole thing, I think it adds quite a bit. Now, this sounds sort of like the end of the song, right? And the reason for it is that initially, that's how long we wanted it to be. Because Denmo, the freaking mad lad, decided to create a proper anime opening of Final Fantasy XIV using scenes from the game and doing his own magic to make it look like a freaking anime for real. You can watch it over at his channel. I'm gonna link it down below in the description. It's ridiculous. And also Magitech Productions really helped with Denmo's anime video as well. After we saw the final result, like our song plus Denmo's insane video editing skills go together so well and synergetically, we got so emotional. I felt like we all put like 200% of our effort and our skills and our talent and everything into this. We went plus ultra, and I was like, there's no way we could have topped this. And then after all that, Husky said something like, hey guys, this is amazing, but we should write a full version of the song now, because I know people were gonna ask for that. And outside, I was like, yeah, boy, let's do it, come on, bro. But inside, I was like, oh God. What do you mean a full version of the song? Like this is already 200% of what I can do. I cannot go even crazier than this, Husky, please. But to be honest, after he sent me this guitar solo that he wrote to extend the song, I found all my courage back. Like, that's freaking amazing. Also, I love the fact that he's referencing the prelude on his left guitar. But I heard that, I was like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. And then check what the mad lad did next. He wrote this super rhythmic section using... I got it! So freaking cool. So when I heard the twinning bit, I knew I needed to write some vocals that sounded rhythmic and had a lot of space between them and sounded fast, so I did this. What I love so much is like here, there's like this upheaval. And then is the next section, there's Nick, who goes freaking crazy with the Maker's Ruin melody, which is one of my favorite melodies in Final Fantasy XIV. And Denmo wrote these lyrics, which are a dedication to Ardbert, which is... Looking to those who walked in memory, fighting for our truth that we can still believe. Isn't that freaking amazing? Like, looking to those who walk in memory, fighting for a truth that we can still believe. That is so cheesy, but it's perfect. It goes so freaking well for a dedication to Ardbert, Haurchefant, and all our friends. And what I love so much is that these lyrics can also be taken out of context and be applied to the lives of everyday people. And that's what I love so much. There's a few more references we hit in the next parts of the song, but instead of talking about this song for 7,000 hours, let me show you what it sounds like in context. Once again, a huge shout out to Husky by the Geek, who wrote the instrumental, Studio Nintendo, who helped me with the vocals, Denmo, who wrote these insane lyrics, and also Magitech Productions, who helped put together the anime opening video, which is all over at Denmo's channel. You can check it out there. You can also check out a performance video of us playing the song and getting crazy on Husky's channel. And here instead, you can enjoy the lyric video of the song. Here it goes. Once again, a huge thank you to all the people involved in this project because this has been such a dream to work on. And also a big thank you to the people who have been working on Final Fantasy XIV, the previous expansions, and Endwalker. This is the culmination of all the years of inspiration that we've been getting from you as gamers and also as fellow artists. So I really, really, really appreciate your work, and I'm looking forward to playing Endwalker soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.